Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Master RKO, and we are here, I guess, technically with episode 5, even though this is basically going to be episode 1 of Mastering Black Ops Cold War. I've kind of noticed that my camera's kind of off. Anyways, we're getting back into this thing a little bit quick, and I want to record a whole bunch of videos just to kind of get some content out for you guys because I'm really in the mood to start recording again, start streaming again. I don't know when streams are going to start coming back up, but I do know when videos are going to start coming back up, and that's now. So, without further ado, we're going to do a quick follow-up with what we did these past few videos, which is sort of a teaching lesson or a study guide on what we just did with watching Brandon Swims and his VODs. We're now going to go apply these and kind of give you guys some tips. So I've got Checkmate Control loaded up just because it seemed to be kind of the niche map that we were looking at for some reason. So we're gonna take a look at that and see what we can find here. I do have some YouTube classes on just because I didn't really want to have super loud noises and all that going on while we're recording, so I've got some classes with some silencers on it. I've got an AR and a sub that just kind of look good in my opinion. So we're just going to go over a couple quick things here. So we're back in the game, and this feels really weird to actually be doing. However, the first thing that we're actually going to be talking about is going to be the whole picking where you're going and kind of aiming where you want to be aiming and being out in the open kind of thing. So coming off the break here, this is control. So we've got our 2 points, A and B. So most of the time you're going to spawn back here. And a lot of things that we saw, and as we record more of these VODs, if we end up recording more VODs, or if anybody else wants to send in any more VODs, by all means, we can hop right into the game later as I've got my setup kind of switched around. So what you kind of see here is running up here. They'll either come out here and they'll get to here. They'll pop a grenade, and as you can see, we're kind of out in the open. Or kind of run out through here and then get ready to throw a grenade here, and you're kind of out in the open. When in reality, what you would kind of want to do, also if you're paying attention to your minimap, what you can also do is when you're coming up here, this whole area is kind of out in the open. So how I will kind of run this route is if I'm coming up here off spawn, the main thing I want to do is pre-aim this little area here, because they can kind of be hovering right over those barrels and also right over this barrel too. And then as I come out, I kind of want to hover this angle. I really like this angle here because you can kind of watch people coming from up top. You can watch that barrel there. You can watch them coming from there. And you can also pre-aim that coming over. So I'll come up here and I'll kind of do my little slide cancel up to here. And you also kind of have this as cover. And you can kind of jiggle peek this. So you can see if someone's there. And then if you want to challenge, you can just come out, challenge, and get back into cover, and you're pretty much covered. What this will look like to the other person is you'll be kind of behind that pillar there, but you definitely won't be seen, and it's going to be kind of a tough shot regardless. And then as you're coming out here, you can kind of pre-aim this here, and you've also got cover coming back. So if you know this is clear, you can kind of come up, pre-aim this little barrel, and then I'm always going to check this corner, because there's always someone. I will personally play this spot too. So there will always be someone just kind of playing this angle here. Where people will come around here and they'll kind of jiggle peek this. Or they'll play this barrel and they'll jiggle peek this to see if anybody's coming around. So what I do every single time I come up here, if I know that someone's just gotten killed, especially here, is I'm going to come up here, play this corner, come around here, and then I'm peeking this, and then I'm going to come up here and play this little off angle. And you see people snake this all the time, and I think snaking is kind of just stupid. You can jiggle peek this, and it's fine. If you're wanting to come through the yellow crate, the other option, obviously, you can kind of check and see, like, if you look right right there you can see. So you'll see someone coming. And you're going to come out here. Now this is just a bad peek in general. But you still do have cover. This is wall bangable though, so you can see if I shoot there, you can kind of see the bullets kind of go through. Same thing for the other side. But you also want to come out here pre-aiming that as well. So that's where kind of that sliding can come into play. Is covering that. And also on this side, because we're kind of underneath this, and we'll go through a whole map thing later, so we're not going to delve on this too much. But over here, we kind of saw him out in the open here, like kind of worrying about where he wants to be. If you're in this point, you can kind of hover this here and cover. I really like to play right here, especially if I'm on defense, because you can watch people crossing. You can catch people jumping out of tube. You can catch people coming up if you really want to push out and come back. But if you don't get this person, you can immediately come out, use this head spot here, and you've got easy cover. One quick tip that I did want to give is the whole strafing back. So this is kind of what it looks like. Let me find a really good piece of cover here that I want to use. This one's actually, let's see. I guess we'll use something bright. We'll use this right here, what we were talking about earlier. So this kind of little gunfight here. Let's say that you see someone kind of pop up. You're back here. What we saw Brandon do is he kind of gets into a gunfight and he keeps firing out this way like that. And basically you just widen the open. So what you want to kind of do is you kind of want to wide peek and then strafe back like that. If you hit your shots, you're going to kill him. You're going to kill him if you hit your shots. That's kind of what you want to do is you kind of want to wide peek and then bring it back. And as you can see, like I'm not even hitting the wall in some of these. I might hit my last bullet here. Even though with a pistol, you can kind of bring it back. That's kind of the motion you want to get in the hang of, is strafing out and then shooting on your way back. It's just real quick. Let's do like a full motion of what it would be. So come up here. Oh, I see a guy, so I want to come up here, jiggle peek him. I see him there. Shoot out. I might hit him a couple times. But if I did, then you can come out with a jump and you can get him kind of off kilter. You can still do it with that too. But you never want to be doing this, because then you're just putting yourself out in the open. If you come out and then come back, I mean, you can do that multiple times. You can pop out, take a couple bullets, pop out again, take a couple bullets. This is kind of what you want to do. You can actually just practice this too. And how you know you're doing it right is if you have bullets that are hitting. Same thing for here. Let's say we have a guy here. We come out. And that's how you know you're doing it right. If you have a few bullets that hit here every single time, that's kind of how you know you're doing it properly. So it's just a quick strafe. It's pretty easy. It's a really easy trick to learn. I don't know if I can kill myself. Hey, look at that. So that's just a really quick tip that you can learn too. Now, the thing that he was trying to do with all the sliding is slide canceling. We'll get into that later. That's more of an advanced thing. Right now, we're just doing a quick update on kind of what he was doing. So we'll go to this side too, because this side was also one of them. So a lot of times what he was doing is he was running out here and he was prepping a nade already here, or he'd get into a gunfight with this person and then he would sprint here and go all the way past and get into a gunfight. Now, I can see where that might be, like, it seems like it's an advantage. You're popping out, you're surprising them, blah, 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 you kill them all. But what I was trying to explain during the video was, what you want to be kind of doing is you want to be coming up to your, if you're on a slide, you want to come up to your cover. So the one gunfight, he gets into a gunfight with the people here. As soon as he started taking damage, you slide over to here. Now you put into account the strafing, and you bring it back, and you just kind of peek it back. So you kind of shoulder peek it. If you know he's on the right side, you can shoulder peek it, and then if you really want to go across, you can slide across. If he's on the right side. If he's on the left side, if you jiggle peek out, you see he's there, then you know what you do. Bop, bring it back. Bop, bring it back. You can just do that over again. You'll get the kill 9 times out of 10. So you kind of slide up here. You're like, oh, he's not there. Oh, there he is. And then if you weaken him, then you can kind of push him. Or you can just hold this. Just hold that, hit your shots. Easy. What I would have liked to have seen him do is when he's coming out here, and he's switched up to these guys for this 3-piece, come up to right here. Bang, bang, bang. He hits all 3 kills, destroys them. You hold off the point. This right here is a really good position because you can hold off the people pushing the barrel. You could shoot people all the way across with an AR, which I can actually show. And you can hold off people here. If you want a wide peek, you can do your little strafe here to take that person out. Cool. Swap to an AR, and I'll show you what you mean by hitting people from across the map, too. So as we come up here, so right now we got the XM. We got a little bit more of a range. You can hit that person. I got the tracer rounds on so you can see them. You can hit people from clear across. No problem. And that's all I like to play. If I'm running at like a QBZ, an XM, who knows what the hell this new meta is going to be. Just kind of run here. We saw him out here, and then he kind of ran back here and got shot in the back. Play this little angle right here. Beam the guy out of the window. Pull back, kill him. If you want to peek this, again, hit him with a little strafe. Hit him with a little strafe. It's very much like Counter-Strike. And the counter-strafing and Counter-Strike where you're kind of like bam, 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 bam. Very similar. Pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out. Now with ARs, it's not as easy because you're moving slower. But it's still viable with them too. Not dying at low health is... You can't really put that in a video. It's just a thing and it's got to happen. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I noticed out of those two. Not really. Those were the two main things. Just kind of using that little strafe pattern. Using that kind of strafe so that way you're not pushing all the way out like this in gunfights. And then also making sure that you're using these covers when you're moving from point to point or are pushing out and just holding with the covers themselves. So I think that's actually just going to do it for this quick little video. I hope you guys enjoy and hope this helps out a little bit and kind of with the breakdown of what the VODs kind of did. If so, go ahead and leave a like. If you have anything you want to specifically see as we move on with these, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And also, if you have a VOD that you would like me to look at or watch or just take an overview of, feel free to leave that in the comments as well or hit me up on Twitter. And send me a link for that video, and I will go ahead and take a look at it. We'll probably watch it on the stream, and we'll see what we can help you guys with. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.